Evening, just about to start the crossing of the bridge over into Barmouth. Put my front light on. Going over bumps, it switched itself off twice and I've had to keep hitting it. Right, evening. I'm at the church in Harlech. Just managed to fill up my water bottles from the tap here. I've had a pork pie and a couple of cocktail sausages as well, just to treat myself, because I'm about a quarter of the way around now. I've just also climbed the 40% hill. I got a picture of the gradient sign as well. Actually, I don't think it was as steep as 40%. It might have been on one of the hairpins, but when you take the hairpin wide, then it's not that steep. Alright, I'm going to get off anyway. Keep going now. 58 miles down. So that's 160 odd to go. Right. You can't see anything. I did wonder if you'd be able to pick up the lines in the middle of the road going past. I thought that would make quite a cool effect, just those, and then the blackness, but you've just got the blackness to enjoy. Just left Harlech. What we got here? The green line going down that goes into the bottom of the screen, like the orange line is what I've done, and the green line is the rest of the route. And the green line that's going sort of up and to the left is where I'm going, and then the one that goes down and to the right will be where I get on the way back. Also, there's no trains until Thursday, so if I do break down, I'll have to B&B it. So this is it now until about 7 o'clock tomorrow. Another 11 hours of light like this. Right, evening. I've done 70 miles now. I've just got to the top of a very steep climb. It's 10 to 7. I'm just doing a U-turn and I'm going straight back down it again because I'm onto some rough lanes now. I thought it'd just be easier just to drop down and make up the time on the B road. Straight to the tip of the Lleyn Peninsula after I'm down here then. And at the tip of the Lleyn Peninsula I've done 100 miles, so that'll be 120 to go. It's 5 to 8. I'm in Cricketh. This is in the square. There's the bike over there, that red light flashing, and that's the castle, that dim bit there. I'm not sure how many miles I've done, about 75 I think. I've got the Sigma on charge, just keep topping it up. 78. Temperature 58 degrees. So it's not too bad. Saying 150 to go, I think it's got confused because I've come down here off my track. Saying about 147 earlier, so either way, I'm nowhere near halfway yet. Don't know how many miles it is to Pwllheli. It's a nice evening still, cloudy. No rain though. Little wind, very little wind. Right, evening. 8:30, so it's about 11 and a half hours until sunrise. I've just entered Pwllheli. 134 miles to go according to the Sigma. Oh, Wetherspoons. It's not open. Ah. Going straight on here, I think. There's no sign saying how far it is to Bardsley Island, because that's where I'm actually going. There's a place called Aberystwyth on 22 miles. I don't know if I go through there or not. That's about the distance it is now to the end of the peninsula. Alright, good evening. Done 103 miles. Got 118 to go. As you can hear, I'm right next to the sea. I'm almost at the tip of the Lleyn Peninsula. I'm stopping here just to charge up and have a sit down, because I don't know if there'll be anywhere to sit when I get to the tip of the peninsula. It's got very hilly over the past couple of miles. One big 20% climb which seemed to go on forever, which I got over. I'm hoping that the other side will be less hilly and that I'll get back on a main road fairly soon. But everything's working alright at the moment. I'm just going to have a bite to eat here and then get to the tip of the peninsula and just carry straight on back. I'll do a little video there, but you won't be able to see much, like you can't see much here really. Feeling a bit tired though. It's 10 past 10 on Christmas Day. Alright, evening. That's the time, 22:53. Right at the tip of the Lleyn Peninsula now. It's very, very misty up here, so I'm not going to spend long up here. Just topping up the Sigma just a tad and then going to head down. I thought I might do a face ache update as well. Maybe the Sigma will pick up on the Wi-Fi. Might do. And then go to Strava. So that's sinking, look. There we go. And it's up there now. It's on there. So we'll click on that. So that's that on Strava then, so I don't have to worry about that losing on the way back. And it's private, so no one will be able to see it until I manage to stitch them both together. So we'll leave that then. And the navigation's still going on here. So. Right, morning. It's 10 past 2. I've got about 87 miles to go. And I'm still on the Lleyn Peninsula, riding along next to the sea. Feeling quite tired and I'm low on water. But I can't really do much except for carrying on. Says I'll arrive at 12 past 10. 84.18 miles to go. I didn't do one of the 100 climbs in the end because I would have got down there, but I don't think I could have got back up again. It would be in a dirty lane as well. And the next goal is Bedgellet, basically. Alright. I'm in Bedgellet. That there's the Tanronnan Inn. And the Prince Llewellyn Inn over there. I can remember we spent the Dragon Rally here once. I'm just leaving now. Done about 150 miles so far, 67 to go, so I'm not feeling too bad. I managed to fill up my water, so that's alright. Heading out back down to Harlech now, I think will be the next big-ish town, so I can't remember where I did the last video from. I'm gonna have to stop because my front light's playing up again. So I'll stop the recording for now and speaking a bit. Yeah, it was in that church at in the village that I can't remember the name of. That was where I did that when I didn't have any water left. So I've got 2 full bottles now. It came from a outside tap of a cafe, so I would imagine that it's fairly sound. Tastes a bit odd though. It'll have to be because there's nowhere open to get any proper water, and I'd imagine all the shops will be open around like opening late. I don't know, around 10 o'clock or something. So morning. It's 6 AM actually. I'm just climbing back into Harlech. If you heard him, that's what I stopped to try and capture the sound of. You can't see it in the picture, but the border sign's just there. Moon's out, which is helpful. I lost the Harlech chimney. I ended up going round some really nice lanes, but just the wrong time of year and the wrong time of day to do them, because it's dark and they're all grotty. So I've ended up missing the Harlech chimney. I think those are climbs that you need to do in the summer really, when you've got more light, and do them when you got more light and it's dry. Climb up into Harlech, charge up the Sigma, have a bite to eat, and then it's Barmouth, Dolgethley, Corris, Machynlleth and back to Aber. Right, evening in Harlech now. It's 6:30. I've been here for a few minutes already, just eating, getting the Sigma a bit more charged up. I just like to keep to top it up. Trouble is, I'm getting cold now. I can hear an owl in the distance, so if it's the same one as before. I got 1 pork pie left and a couple of cocktail sausages, but I've got a big piece of smoked sausage. I think I've got 4 jam squares left, some cereal bars, so definitely noticing the fact that I've got less food now, but I think I should be alright. If I do run out, then I'll just have to sort of deal with it, basically. Oh, alarm going off. 6:30. Alright, morning. It's not coming out on the video. Oh, you can see a bit of the sky there, I think. It's just starting to get light. I'm looking down on Barmouth Bridge, and I'm about to jump over the other side. 180 on the clock exactly, and I think it's another 10 to Dolgethley, and then it's 30 from there to Aberystwyth. Yeah, so about 220 to be about normal prediction. That's the where I've come from. Yeah, you can see the sky's getting lighter. There's a lot of mist about. Alright, it's morning. It's 25 to 9 on a rather misty and slightly chilly Boxing Day. I'm in Dolgethley now, just in the little park thing that they've got. I'm about to head over the bridge here, turn right, and go down to Machynlleth, which is about 20 miles, and then Aberystwyth 30, which doesn't sound like a great deal when you say it like that. Or is it? I don't know. There's Eddie. I've taken off the front light that I see with, and then the other backlight. That one's still working. And that one's still working. I don't know how many miles I've done. I've done 87, so add that to 103. That's 180, 190, and I've got about 30 more to do, so that's not so bad, that. I'm onto the busy road now though, so I'll have to be more careful, try not to weave about so much. And I've also been awake for about, I don't know, 22 hours, 23. So it's not normal to miss a whole night's sleep. I wouldn't normally do it. I do feel a bit tired. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have a bite to eat, maybe update FaceAche. I haven't got any. Never had no signal at Harlech, so I couldn't do it then. I was going to say I was resting peacefully in the graveyard. Just stopped for a natural. I'm about to start the climb over the Lleyn Pass as well. My condition has deteriorated somewhat. Put my leg warmers on, but they haven't helped. I think I'm just tired now. Got 30 miles to go. Anyway, I'm going to get off now because it's the mountains behind that is Aberystwyth, and then the mountains over there all look very nice. Anyway, I'm going to carry on now, so speak in a bit. Cheerio. Right. Morning still, 25 to 11 now, and I'm virtually in Lleyn. I'm just at the bridge over the River Dovey. This is where I was yesterday at around 12ish, so yeah. Felt a bit better coming down the Aberystwyth Pass than before. But I'm going to push on now. Let's go through Lleyn and then see how far I can get along that road before I have to stop for some food. Oh, I'm going to try and do it all in one go to Aberystwyth actually. I'm at 103 miles, so that's 206, 205. Should do 210 easily. Maybe 220, but I'm not sure. If it's at something like 218, 219, I might ride around the block once I've climbed up to firm, but if it's more than that, I shan't bother. Cut all the trees down on the Aberystwyth Pass and put a load of things up to protect from landslides. Right. Good morning, it's just the morning, it's 11:45. I'm in Talibont. Got another 6 miles, I think, to Aberystwyth. So I'm just going to take it easy. I had to stop, I've eaten my last pork pie, I've still got some cocktail sausages left. I've got all of that smoked sausage as well, so no worries with the food front. Seen 3 other cyclists out. One of them lives in the White House over there, got a giant bicycle. Probably all out doing the Festive 500. Which is you've got to ride 500 kilometres between Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I will have got at least 350 in. I don't know how many you need to be 400. I think 400 is 240 miles. But either way, I'll be well over halfway there. And then if I want to do a recovery ride after this, so if I do that, I'll be alright. Yeah, quite busy today. A lot of lorries going out. Mansell Davis and... Right, afternoon, 20 to 1, and I'm just finishing. I'm just pulling into Lleyn Peninsula here. At 121.9. So that's plus 102, because I like to round it down just in case the stitching is a bit, might lose half a mile or so. But that still gives me 223 miles since, I don't know, around 12 o'clock yesterday, so that's good. Just coming up the main part of Lleyn Peninsula. Block 11 there, the one at the top floors where I used to live in first year. My room was on the other side. That central block there with the snowman and the Santa Claus in, that's where some of my friends from German and Spanish live this year. And we're just coming up to where I live. So what I'm going to do, just stop here, press stop, press save, tell you to wait. Takes a while because it's a big file. This is why I split them, just in case, I don't know, because it takes so long. So anyway, that's it. 14 hours. That previous 9 hours was the previous the previous century for today, or yesterday it was. So that's, I don't know, it's just over 24 hours I think. Anyway, I'm going to have some lunch. I think we could fry off some of those cheeseburgers and I'll chop them up and put them in with some pasta just to make it a bit more interesting. I might have some steak for tea. And then go to bed, I think. I haven't been to bed for over 24 hours now. I woke up at 22:11 yesterday and it's now 20:01, so it's 26 hours without any sleep, which isn't my best. Anyway, so that's that then. 52% left on the battery. Good job I charged it at Taliban, otherwise there wouldn't have been any left. I'm going to put Eddie away, give him a wipe down, put some GT85 on the chain because that was really not sounding very good. You can see all the blocks here. There's Well, there was one person living there, and then there were 3 on this side, and then 2 others on the other side. Noticed a lot of the people who stayed for Christmas are the foreign students, especially the Chinese, because well, it's a long way to go back to China and they don't celebrate Christmas anyway, so so I'm going to get the Eddie in the shed, give him a wipe down with the flannel, and then have a shower and then do myself some lunch. A late lunch it'll be. Right. Drop the gears down. There's the camera being filmed. Ooh. So I'm really quite proud of myself that I did that. I mean, I could tell I wasn't as fit as what I was the last time I did a double century. The last double century that I did was on the Ridley going to Aberystwyth, and then I did that triple century in Austria this past June. I wasn't fit for that. Oh my god, look at all this mess here. Look at what's done there. There's either people who don't care or the seagulls. The seagulls are well known for getting in the bin. But that's a lot, that is. God. No punctures. No play in the bottom bracket, so maybe I've tightened that up. But the lights are that's a bit worrying when they pack up like that, because that you saw on the video with the front light that I put on the handlebar, but this one was flickering a lot as well, going on and off. I had to hit it so many times to get it to work, and then I got that. This one's failed once before, and the Lidl's one which goes on there. Now that one's as old as the rack, so I got all that at the same time I think. So that's at least 10 years old. That there isn't designed to be a bike light, nor is the one that I stick on the handlebars. Nor is the one that goes on the carriage back. I'm going to seriously think about getting some lights and read all the reviews that have been done in the Cycling Weekly and what have you. I prefer something with AA batteries. Or a swap out USB charger. Because if you're out and about and the battery goes flat, then you've got to stop and wait for it to charge up. And that's a bit pointless when you can just change a battery within a minute on these. But that's something to think about. Sigma performed perfectly again. And that's it. So I'm going to just wipe it down on all the chain. And that's it. The end of the 200 miler. So thanks for watching. Until next time, cheerio.